Let's start.
Yeah.
Do you want me to start?
Yeah, go for it, man. What do you got for me?
So, like, can I share the screen? Let me try. Oh yeah, you gave me the access. All right.
Okay.
So this is what I got for you. Your case is a little different from others because you already did a lot of work before joining this course and mentorship. And you like this one, I'm a little confused, but it doesn't look like this, right? On your phone.
No, that was something I was talking to my other coach about yesterday. I had no idea the link
Yeah.
was that long, and then I pulled it up on my computer. And
Yes.
on Instagram, at least, I've changed it to be the custom link name, and it
Yes.
didn't appeared that way. And on Gumroad, I changed the domain to be just 7 Step Guide, and I haven't seen from the question mark to the right until yesterday.
So maybe you need to check it for like when you check it on your like computer, this is showing like this.
Yeah,
So
it's
I'm a
still
little
on my
confused.
computer.
What is wrong? And for the like the username, I like it because everything you already like branded your name and personal stuff. And for this one, this is what I wanted to talk about. Uh, you already posted so many reels and other stuff, but what I want you to do is to get rid of at least 100 posts from the profile grid. You know how to do it, right?
So like just so it doesn't show up on the Reels tab.
I mean on the post tab, not the Reels. Like it should be shown on the Reels tab, but not on the post tab. Which means if you take those posts from the profile grid, the number will go down,
Okay.
but it will be shown here. So
Okay.
if you are not sure like what to how can I say remove what posts, I would suggest you the last like the first posts that you did, which is a little time consuming for you, but it is worth it. Many people like come here, even for me as well. I also remove like 10 posts. For example, I used to try to keep it under like 90, under 80 posts. And many people ask me like, oh my God, like how you do that? Like in just like with just 90 posts, you got this result. And this is the psychology that we actually do when we were actually starting this journey. Even though I post about like 200 reels and nobody knows if it's like that's actually 200. They know only like 150 something because I constantly removed it from here. And for the algorithm, it doesn't actually affect any kind of stuff when you are doing that, as
Okay.
long as you're not archiving it. It is a different thing from archiving, right? You understood what I meant, right?
So I'm just gonna pull up my post right now. Is there an archive button? I've never.
No, no, it's not archive. Go to your profile,
Yeah.
uh, profile, and then just
Remove from
choose.
profile grid.
Yes, that's the thing. If you take it, you can see that the number will go down from 553 to 552. Exactly.
Okay.
But when you check it from here, it will still be here. You can check it later. And if you can do it like because it's more than 550 posts, it would be a little time consuming, but if you can do it like under 100, that would be the best one, you
Okay.
know? Yes. And the second one where I wanted to talk about is the highlights. You know, like the minimum should be like 4 because that's the one that's shown on your phone when you're checking it. It should be 4. If you can do it like 5, 6, that would be also great. Just add at least one more. You can do it maybe lifestyle, cafe, any kind of stuff, right? Mm, I've checked mindset, fitness. Let me check the goals. And for the posts, okay, like 3 times, I'm a little, as long as it's working for you, I'm okay. But for
It would
me,
have been
I'm,
a year ago, maybe two.
ah, 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 I see, I see. I also did it. Then the, actually, how can I say? If you delete it in the short term, that's actually you can see the like the what is the impact, you know. But in the long run, if you keep doing it, like it's not gonna affect. So if you did it like last year in 1 year, 1 year ago, that's okay. And this is actually a solid one because the older your account is, the better for you because of the new features. Even for me, even though my account is 10 months old, I still don't have access to create a broadcast channel.
I don't
I
either for
think,
whatever reason. I can't even
oh,
I can't even join them.
so what you need to do is to log out of your account and then delete the Instagram app and then download it again. That's how you do it. But for me, even though I do it, I don't have access.
Okay.
That will actually work for you. And this is actually for violating, even happened to me a lot for commenting. And I have some suggestions for you. And this is the tips that I came up with. And for the stories, I see that you're not posting some like lifestyle and value packed and experience, as I also mentioned in my course. If you have those stuff, please add more social proof. But you already have it, I think, right?
Yeah.
Add more social proof, and then maybe you can do it on your highlights as well. And fails or value, as you do it like on TikTok, right? You can add it even here as well. You can even do how you sold, how you made your first sales on live or anything. Just it could be just 10-second video, but people love. And instead of buying your product, people love buying your experience. That's how you do it. And we talked about this. And collaborations. I see you're doing with one, I don't know, like exact same uh account, right? I
Alpha
think it's
Mentality. Yeah, I've been working with him for like 5 months. He mentors me.
yes. Like I would suggest you to network with other creators in the same niche and then try to do more. And these are my own, like, you know, you've been following me since I started this, so you know how to do it. But like many people don't have the idea like how to do collab. So you
Yeah.
can just find their like your or their best performing content and then just use your clips. And for your case, you can do like fast pacing clips with your those clips and then do the one that we did, right?
Yeah.
I think I also added those here as well. You can do it. And for the glow effect, I think I already told you before, right? If you use the glow effect a little too much, it's a little hard for anyone to read. So if you're using the glow effect, please don't use the same color. For example, the color of the text is white. The glow effect should be the opposite color, like should be black,
Okay.
something like that. Yeah. And instead of the glow effect, I use shadow effect because it's a little less distracting and it helps you how can I say make the text be shown much better.
Shadow.
Uh,
Shadow.
sh-
Okay.
Yeah, shadow effect. There is a shadow effect, right?
Yeah, I see it. Okay.
And you can
So you
check
don't use
the
glow at all?
blurriness. Yeah, excuse me.
Do you use glow at all or no?
I don't use glow, to be honest. I don't use the stroke effect. I don't use glow. Instead, I use shadow effect. And if you want to know what is shadow effect, I
I have
will,
I have CapCut right here, so I see it.
yeah, this is how I did it on shadow effect. This is the one. You can see it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how it is done for myself. If I use the, how can I say, stroke effect, it's too much and it's too, how can I say, distracting. So instead, I actually started using shadow effect to make it look like a little more aesthetic. And this one, don't use the same. I think like for you, if it is working, that one, I would still suggest you to add at least one video until it stops working for you. The one we used for our collaboration, right? You know the sound we're talking about.
Yeah.
So try to leverage that like trending audio for you because I see that it's working for you. So if it is working for you, just try using that. And you said you're posting how many times? Like 2 times, right?
I post 2 times a day and then I have post one more time per day on my clothing company page. So 3 pieces
Yeah.
daily.
So if you're doing that, I would definitely suggest you to make one reel from that audio, like from that trending audio. You know the trending audio I'm talking about, right?
Yeah.
And because you already have so many viral videos, I I think I told you before as well, you can mix it, the text and the audio, the text, the audio as well for yourself, like recreating your viral video. Come on. And you're doing it the right way. Focus on the short content. And can you remember that I switched from just some kind of like fitness to value-based content?
Yeah.
And this is what I wanted to talk about. Like, what is value-based content? If you share some podcasts, like you've seen those stuff in the like Instagram stuff, right? It is so, I don't know, popular right now, like your favorite YouTube podcast, the book recommendations, and free and paid version. And this one is a little edutainment. We're gonna talk about later. For the podcast, You are in mindset and fitness niche, right? So you can easily do it for this one. Like this actually hook worked really well for me. I tried it so many times and it worked really well. And you can do it as well. Instead of how to make money, you can find what is the main, like number one pain point of your clients. How to lose weight, maybe, right?
Yeah.
Or how to gain muscles. Instead of how to make money, just try to do that as well. Like you don't have to you don't have to have the same clip, the similar. You can do it in your gym stuff because we were talking about the gym. So instead of how to make money, use how to lose weight or how to gain muscles. And then this is the thing. This is a little unethical, to be honest. Maybe you've seen it, maybe you've not, because I said it these five, but instead I used four. That's it,
Yeah.
because people will watch it again. Like, what is the four, like the fifth one? And then they will have to watch. And the most important thing that I talked is the watch time. It will definitely boost it by watching a little more. That's how I did. And for the YouTube, those stuff for YouTube as well, you can do it. Even this type of visual hook also works. I tried to do it with my other students, like in the past. And for me, I got like 1.1 million, and my students got like 2 point something, 2.2 million or 2 point 4 million views, even though he posted after me. So you can do it like you're also in the mindset niche and fitness niche. You can do it for like one for fitness, one for mindset as well. That's how you do it. And then you can use everything here, use the caption, like the description as well. You don't have to do it like all the time, but as the more you add, the more valuable it will be. And the more people will start follow you. Because I've seen those videos worked really well for me, and then they bring the followers a lot. As you can see here,
Yeah.
it's almost 6,000 followers from just one video. That's how you do it. And I also have this video, which performed really well, but it didn't bring that much following. I'm not sure if it has yes, but the view is like 2.8, 2.8 or 2.6 million. That's why I've seen you can go viral in no time, but the value of your reel should be important, should be number one stuff. And this one as well. And you already add freebies in your captions, right?
Yeah.
I've seen sometimes, so you need to do it. And you know the engagement, right? The more you do it, the better the engagement will be, because that's how I do it. Instead of just comment, you know, I try my best. Comment this. I will send you my guide, or I'll send you my premium course for free only for today, to create some urgency and scarcity.
I've thought for that reason, maybe even taking out the link in bio that leads to that free guide and only doing it through captions and stories.
Yes, that's also how I'm doing it right now. I'm only having one link, which is different for digital freelance. I'm doing it. I took all the other links. Instead of that, I'm trying to promote it on my reels or on my story. So people will like start engaging even more. And I saw the difference as well. People DMing me and people even sending those reels to my DM and then sending the stuff like, for example, course or CapCut.
Okay,
So I think that's also better.
I'm gonna do that right now.
And yes, I think, have you seen this one in the past?
Yeah,
This one work, this one works really well for me. And you might wonder like how I can leverage this like this type of content. You can definitely do it by customizing to instead of IG tools, you can do it for fitness or gym tools, right? And the paid one and the free one. And definitely people love free stuff. Just find at least the four free tools and then the purpose. Just use it. You don't have to do it in the same way. All you have to do, if you don't have this stuff, you can do it just taking screenshot of the logo and then putting more information. And this is how I did it. So you can do it easily on your account as well. And edutainment, of course, it is a personal brand and maybe you want to do it is a fitness as well and you don't want to do the entertainment stuff as well. But for me, sometimes in entertaining your followers will actually reboost your algorithm as well. And that's how I did it, and it worked really well for me. I didn't like entertain like crazy, but this is the one we talked about in the course, right? And damn, so many people start engaging, and the result is completely out of league, to be honest. Even this getting this amount of likes, and some of the comments got 6,000 likes. I got shocked. What is wrong?
yeah.
This is yeah, maybe instead of doing this, like in the gym content, I saw like send this to someone whose name starts with S or M, and you have seen that. You can do it as well. Like or send this to someone who skipped the gym today. This will definitely boost your shares, other stuff.
Okay.
And I've also seen another type of uh like the entertainment content in the fitness niche, like why do you use why do you train your like leg, or why do you train your how can I say, your biceps too much, and then they will show you another like the clip, right? There is some kind of G-Wagon like going from the mountain or something, and then it's just collapsing this way, and that the one guy actually tried to push the car with just one hand. That's how I did it. Maybe I will share the link as well if I find it. So you can use the rest of the for the rest of the clip. You can use those type of content as well. You don't have to do it too often, but as long as you do it at least once a month, that would also be great for your content. And for the another one, this is what you need to do. Try to add a little more like experience related content. As I showed you here, this is my style. You don't have to do it if you don't like it. But for me, this is the experience, right?
Yeah.
So I posted this, and you can do anything. You can have, for example, I lost like 10 pounds in just 1 week or something like that. Or maybe my client lost that stuff, something like this. My client gained this, blah, blah. We did this. So people love this stuff. And for me, these are my experience, how I gained, how I closed, and you can get the idea. You don't have to do it in the same way, but you can get some ideas from here based on my experience. And for the framework, I used a lot, so many times. And this one, you have seen this type, right?
Yeah.
And yesterday I also did it for my other content. Let me close those. Instead of best times, I used how to be unrecognizable. And then I added these. All you have to do is to find some viral frameworks, viral content, and then adjust it to yourself. Let me try. Instead of this, you can do it best exercises like to grow muscle, or you can either do the opposite, best exercises to lose muscle or to not grow muscle, because people love this stuff. Why? What is this? And then you can talk about it here. Squat, bench press, anything like running, you can do it as well. All you have to do is to test more stuff, because you don't want to be limited by only just like using in the same like clips.
Yeah.
Yeah. The more your option is, the better it will be for yourself.
With my other mentor, Alpha Mentality, he was telling me when we get to 10K to go down to one reel a day and just try to make
Yes,
it feel as good as possible and test out these frameworks, because trying out those frameworks takes more time than I'm really able
definitely.
to well operationalize the content I'm making now.
Yeah. Definitely. It takes a lot of time, even for me. That's why I actually had to delay so many times to launch anything, because it was taking a lot of time to analyze it's not about just like posting it. You need to analyze what is going on, why it went viral, why it didn't go viral.
Yeah.
You know? And this one as well. For you, I'm just giving those like frameworks. Maybe if you want to do it like after reaching 10K, we can do it. But this is here, so you can check it later. Instead of these like hooks won't work really well for me. Like it actually worked for me. Instead of using this stuff, 10K a month, you can do it, right? Try to find their pain points of your ideal clients and then use it. Many people ask me losing weight, right? Or gaining muscles, some kind of stuff. It's so hard. And then try to use it. And then write this, for example, maybe 10 minutes running, and then squat, 5 reps squat, blah, blah, right? And then instead of sounds good, you can still use sounds good, or you can use sounds easy, right?
Yeah.
Then with caption. That's it. These are the best blueprints that I used for myself as well, for other type of content. And this type of contents as well. You've seen it, right? Like the one word in the middle, like the one big word in the middle, and the rest should be aligned with the size of the one word. That's how I did. You can do it as well if you want to do it in your style, in your niche, for mindset or for fitness as well. You can add it. And
I was doing a lot more of these value videos 3, 4 months ago. If you look back on my page, I was doing them every single day. And I think before I had the audience to do it, it wasn't working as well. If you go back, you'll see some with like bigger text on them. And I was writing really long captions and I was spending time doing that and looking for different frameworks that would work in my niche. I know a lot more now about making content,
yes,
but that's what I was trying to do and I wasn't really getting results. Like the best video I made got like 1,000 views.
I mean this one, right?
Yeah.
Something like this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you can see 600 views. If you keep going down more, there's more. This is what I was making, 500, 600 views. And I think now, I think having a mix of them is a better way to go about doing it than doing it every single day.
Yes. That's what I wanted to let you know. Like you don't have to do it all the time, but having a mix of these stuff, like these value based, would definitely make your content even like better and stand out from the rest instead of just using the, motivational
Yeah.
or some kind of I can see that like it's more about like motivation, right? So
I
you
mean,
can
that's
add
just
even
what I found has worked. So like I was doing
yes,
this because this is the content I like making more,
yes,
adding value to people, but nobody was engaging. So I was looking at the other accounts that were doing similar things that were doing well.
yes,
It was like this guy has 3 words on the video and nothing else is happening, and the caption is nothing.
yes,
I was like, okay, I can do that, and that's
definitely. That's why all we have to do is to test and then try to find what is working for yourself. And of course, it might not, it maybe in the past it didn't work, but maybe why don't you give a try, because you're posting it twice a day. mm, Maybe it will work right now. If it works, definitely you can see the difference, from the past. Well, like having I can see some like great content here, 140K,
just to let you
right?
know, we have about 6 minutes left on this call. I have a little timer that popped up.
Oh yeah, yeah. Let's just talk about the rest. Did I think I've shown this one, right? The same.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm willing to try
For
it
the
all.
top,
I'm here for
yeah.
it.
Can can you repeat? I couldn't hear what you mean.
I'm willing to try it all, man. I'm here for it.
Yeah, great, man. For the content, I think you're doing the same way, right?
Yeah,
For example, this guy is posting this and one of his content I saw like is working real well and the
yeah.
time.
He is a videographer and an editor, and it you can tell it looks great.
Yes. And if you do it, like you can just try to analyze what is working. Maybe the sound he's using is on trend, or maybe the text, or maybe it could be the hashtag as well.
Yeah.
Anything could be anything. That's why we need to analyze it, like why it worked. Something like that. Let's just try to make it faster. And this girl as well, she's also getting popular on Instagram, and her usual content is getting 20,000, 20 to 50,000, and you can get the ideas, and this worked real well. Mm, But it's like anime based, right? So if you don't want to use it, you don't have to use the anime clips. All you have to do is to use the what is this? Like the captions, because
Yeah.
your account, like your niche is a little similar to this because you're working on like the captions. So she's actually leveraging the captions as well. Yes, quitting cannot blah blah. And there are so many other options she's using. And I think you also did it, right? Eat, gym,
Yeah.
work, sleep, repeat. Yes. And I also saw her like commenting on your actually reel as well. This girl grows with Tess. Have you seen her like commenting to your
Yeah.
reel?
My
Yeah.
my girlfriend doesn't like it when girls comment on my post.
That's why you didn't reply. I was like, why? Like you replied to everyone but not her. So you can get some ideas from her as well because it is like she is also in the same niche
Yeah.
and her content is also great for to find some great ways, right? The great clips or great content. Even she's doing it this way. Yes. All you have to do is to try to test those stuff. And this guy is a little different. Let me check the time. We have 2 more minutes. You know this guy?
I
He talks about the like the do's and don'ts. So if you don't want to do it, that's okay. But like I'm showing this, he's the one who is actually doing it in the right way. If you want to add like more this type of like teaching content, how do you never injure your shoulders? And he just shows some kind of exercises to build the yeah, strong exercise, like strong shoulder, right? Even this content went viral. Yeah, I'm sure that like he will definitely be one of the top creators in your niche. So this is what I got for you. All you
okay.
have to do is to try to test those as long as it works. Even one framework, if you can find one framework that could work for you, that will definitely change the game for yourself.
Can you share this with me?
Definitely. That's why I tried to make it in the Google Doc. I shared.
So let me just double check I can open it up. I'm going to
You
be
go.
going through and
Yes.
making my growth guide, which I do every 2 weeks. I kind of look at the content creators that I like, that have done really well, and kind of track their best performing videos in the last 2 weeks. Pull down
Yes.
that they use, the frameworks. So I'll definitely add to that and try to expand a bit more because I've just really operationalized the content that I've made and I can pump it out effectively. But I think the next
Exactly.
step is making some more engaging, more valuable content.
Exactly. That's how we should be doing in the content this way. And all we have to do is to try to test every time we
Yep.
do it. So